Howdy, howdy, howdy. Happy to be here. I'm happy you're here with me. And if you're new here and enjoy this content, I hope you'll subscribe. So today, I want to talk about a love story. I'm getting emotional just thinking about it because to me it's just the most beautiful long-term love story. So, about a month ago, I was at an event and this man approached me, complimented me highly on my product, and proceeded to ask me if I could do a sheep for his wife, who was currently in a nursing home, and she was not there for dementia, but he did state that she was in the early stages of dementia, but she was currently in the nursing home for a broken leg. So he proceeded to tell me that his wife, when they were in California, she ended up in the hospital, and she ended up leaving her beloved toy behind at the hospital. And by the time they realized it was missing, it was way too late to go get it. And so anyway, it was a great loss to her. She had had that toy for 40 years, and it meant a great deal to her. She even named it Clancy. And he was just heartbroken that it had gotten left behind, as well as his wife had been heartbroken that it got left behind. Now, these two have known each other since they were children and have been together from then on. And I never did ask his age, but he looked to be around my father's age, so around 80. And anyway, I was blown away by the heartfelt plea to have this toy replicated for his wife. And I was like, yeah, just send me an email or send me some pictures to my phone, or, whatever. And I waited and waited, and I got no email or phone call or pictures, anything. And so I just kind of, after about a week of checking those constantly to see if he'd reached out to me, I gave up. And I kept hoping that he would show up at any of the other events that I was at. But he did not. And so anyway, out of the blue, on the 28th, he reached out. And I almost didn't answer the phone. It was an unknown number, I'm so close to not answering the phone because I've been getting so many phone calls from insurance companies and bogus stuff, or just phone calls with nobody on there, just nothing. And so thankfully, I answered the phone, and it was Bob. By the way, that's his name, Bob, and her name is Tracy. And so he finally reached out to me, and I was so thrilled, and I was like, yes, please send me whatever pictures you have. And so he sent me this picture of his little drawing of what he remembered it looking like. He draws better than I do. And then he sent me this picture of his wife hugging the animal, the sheep. And I had to blow it up really big to see, you know, what colors it was, because it's really not a great picture. I mean, I'm sure he hunted and hunted and hunted all over the place, but anyway, needless to say, he found just that one picture of her hugging it, and then one picture of her sleeping with it. And that's it. That's all I got as reference to what this sheep looked like. And I'm scrolling on my phone just to give you an idea. And of course, I had to ask, you know, was the eyes open, or was it sleepy eyes, or, you know, try to get an idea of what the face looked like. And so he said the eyes were open, but they were sewn on, and not in, you know, not hard plastic eyes. Okay. That still didn't really give me a big idea, but I went with my gut. And I sent him these pictures. And then I, of course, asked him what he thought. And this is what he says. He says, "Oh my gosh, that is so close. I can't even believe it. Can I come get it now? Thank you, thank you, thank you." It was already like 3 o'clock in the evening. Hubby and I usually do all our chores, you know, earlier in the day and get her done so we don't have to do it anymore. So we very rarely leave the house that late in the day. But I knew this man just from his encounter a month ago. I knew he was super excited. I wrote back to him, "Phew, I was so worried it wasn't going to be like you wanted." And I told him $40. And so we set up a meet time for an hour for four. And as soon as we met him, he was so excited. He was just over the moon. And he even gave me a $10 extra tip. And he's like, "I'm taking it to her right now." And I was like, "Well, send me pictures." And he did. And check out this smile. It goes on and on and on. It just, oh my gosh, my heart is overwhelmed with joy for this lady. And she is so excited. And he says she won't put it down. Which is amazing. And then, of course, I asked him for permission to use all these pictures in a video. And, of course, he says, "Please do. You make a difference. Thanks again." And then, later that night, he texts me and says, "Tracy just called again, bawling like a baby, saying, 'I can't believe it. He's so perfect. I love him. and you had him made for me. That makes it even better. And now he is telling me Clancy was second most important treasure to Tracy. Now with dementia, she has so little. You just enriched her life and gave her back memories. I have not seen Tracy this happy in many years. I will be forever grateful for this, Bob. I'm telling you, this dude has tugged on my heartstrings so hard. I was almost in tears last night. It was just so beautiful that this man cares so deeply about his wife that he just, the love that he has for her. I mean, to think of making a toy for her that is precious to her is, the man knows his wife and he knows her well and he loves her deeply. And I I'm just like, oh, just, oh my God, if all of us had that much of a wonderful husband, we would all be the happiest women in the world. I have a very wonderful husband, but he does not have the capacity to think that on that level, of amazingness, that's a whole other level for men to reach. I just, oh my gosh, that was, mm, it just makes my job so worthwhile, just making people extremely happy. That was, oh my gosh, it was so amazing. I just cannot fathom that kind of love. I mean, yes, I have that kind of love, but it's still not quite that level of love, you know? Like, I mean, most men have to really think hard about what to do and get for their wives to make them happy. This man, he just knew. I mean, he knew his wife. He knew what she needed. He knew exactly how to get that joy from her. That's what it is. That's the joy. He knew how to reach her joy level by something so simple. I love it. I absolutely love it. The biggest love story I've ever seen. I mean, I've seen my parents, and yeah, they have a love story. It's definitely different than my love story, but this is a love story that just touches me so deeply. Her smile just says it all. Just says it all. Anyway, I just wanted to share this beautiful story with you, and just I hope everybody has this kind of love in their 80s. I really do. I hope everybody has this kind of love. And I will talk to y'all next time. Bye-bye.